Good morning, everyone. Let us start this session. So, during the last lecture, we have seen the isometric projection. So, if the 2D views are given, that is the 2D orthographic multi-views are given, then from these 2D views, we can create the three-dimensional object that is called as a pictorial view. Okay, so this pictorial view, it is called as a isometric view. Okay, so in the last lecture, we have seen one problem. So, this is the second problem where two views are given. So one view is the front view and second is the top view. So from these two views, we'll draw the pictorial representation that is called as isometric view. So for the isometric drawing, the first step is you should identify the maximum dimension of the rectangle in the front view and the top view. Okay, so if you observe here in the front view, this length is 100 mm and its height is 50 mm. Okay, and in the top view, the maximum dimension of the rectangle, that is 50, and this is 100 mm. Okay, so you will prepare one rectangular box for the isometric projection. Okay, so initially you should draw one horizontal line on your drawing paper, so that will be your reference line, and then draw two lines at 30° from a single point, so that you can create the rectangular box. So draw one horizontal line. So this is just a reference line. So you should draw this by continuous thin line. Then you can select one point on this line. Okay. Now from this point, draw a line at 30° like this. And similarly, from the same point, draw another line at 30°. Okay. And from this point, draw vertical line. Now observe the dimensions of that rectangle, that is the maximum dimension in the front view and in the top view. So this view we can complete in a two ways. So I will prepare first the rough sketch. So this is the front view and this is the top view given. Okay, so in the front view you can observe here this complete feature which appears as a L. Okay, so basically it is the base portion of this complete given 3D object. Okay, so in the top view, for this rectangular portion, you can observe this rectangle. So definitely it is a rectangular plate, that is a vertical plate. Okay, and for this portion, which is a horizontal rectangle in the front view, you can observe here this is the top view. Okay, so at the corner there is one fillet, that is a curved portion. So it is having the radius 20 mm. Okay, so basically it is one rectangle like this, and this is the fillet given to this corner. Okay, so in the rough sketch you can draw the geometry like this. So this portion, it is for this vertical plate. So you can create the rectangular plate, that is a rectangular vertical plate like this. Okay, after this you can create this plate, that is the bottom. Okay, So at this corner, actually this corner is not visible in the top view. Okay, so we need to give the fillet like this. Okay, so this corner is to be removed. Then if you observe this portion, so this is actually a rib portion. And for this rib, you can observe the top view. This is the rectangle having the width 10 mm. Okay. So from this point, so this is that rib portion like this. Okay, actually this line will not be visible. So this is just a rough drawing. And this horizontal line or this complete rectangle, so this is the top view. Okay, so you can create one box here. So you can join this. So in this way, you can create one reference box. So actually this complete box is not visible. There is one semicircular slot. Okay. So then you can create this semicircular slot. Okay. So this is a rough sketch for the given 3D object. So for this 3D view, we assume this is the X direction. That means this is the direction for the front view and this is the top view. Then you will get such type of view. The second drawing you can prepare for the given two views. So by assuming this is the X direction. Okay. So let us see how the 3D view will appear if we change the X direction. So if you assume this as a X direction, then your geometry will be so in the front view, you should appear, you should observe this L portion only for the front view. Okay, so this is the front view. So you can observe this front view. Okay. Then at this corner, you will observe the fillet of the radius 20 mm that is visible in the top view. So right now just complete the rectangle. Okay, then you will observe this rib. So before that, you should complete this rectangular box. Okay, just forget about this semicircular feature. Just assume it is a rectangular box only. So that rectangular box, basically it will start not from this line. So somewhere behind this line. Okay. So it will start somewhere here. Like this. Okay, and that rib, so that rib portion will be like this. Okay, so it will start somewhere here from this corner and it will extend up to this line, and this is the semicircular slot. So if you observe these two geometries, two 3D views, then which is the correct view for the isometric drawing? Okay, so definitely this view, this is the correct view. Okay, even you can draw the view in this way, but in the first view, all the features, okay, all the features means this reef, then this semicircular slot, okay, then this vertical plate, this base plate, okay. So all these features, they are clearly visible if you observe from this x direction. Okay, that means if you prepare the view by assuming the left direction as a x direction, that is a front view, then you can observe all the features in the 3D view clearly. Okay, but if you draw the view by assuming this as a x direction, then some features, they are not clearly visible. Okay, so if you observe here, this reef portion is not clearly visible. Okay, so this is the correct method to draw the isometric view for the given front view and top view. Okay, so you should remember one point when you prepare the isometric drawing. You should observe, that is, you should take the x direction such that the maximum features will be visible in the isometric view. Okay, so for this you will need some practice and some good imagination. So after that you can start the drawing once you prepare the rough sketch. Okay, so here, as this is the x direction and this is your top view direction. So in the x direction, if you observe, 100 mm is the length and 50 mm is the height. So you should prepare one rectangle. So take this height as a 50 mm. And take the length. So take this as a 100 mm. Okay. So this is the rectangle that is visible in the front view with the dimension 100 and its height is 50 mm. Okay. Do not give the dimension in the isometric view. Okay. So this is just I have written for your reference. Then in the top view, the maximum dimension is 100 is common and its width or this height will be 50 mm. Okay, so this is 100 mm, it will remain as it is. In this direction, take the length 50 mm. Okay, then you can complete this rectangle. So basically this direction, it will be the direction for side view. Okay, but side view is not given in the drawing. So this is your reference box. Okay, and then you can start the actual drawing. So you can start from this vertical plate and this horizontal plate. So from this point, take the distance. So it is a 12 mm. So you can refer here 12 mm. Okay. Then you can draw this line. From this point, draw a vertical line. So you should draw this vertical line. So take the distance 50 minus 12, that is 38 mm. Okay. And then you can draw the horizontal line. So do not extend this. So you can just draw continuous thin line because this complete line is not visible. Even this line is not visible. Some portion is visible. So you should draw continuous thin line and then you can highlight the visible portion. Then from this point, so you can draw this line. Okay. So initially draw the line as a continuous thin line. up to this vertical line, and again from this point draw this line. Okay, so basically this portion, that is this corner, is not visible. We should draw the fillet of the radius R20. Okay, then you can complete this rectangular box. Okay, so for this, from this point up to this point, the total length, this is equal to 12 plus 12 plus 24, that is a 48 mm. So from this point, take this 48 mm, and this length, so it is top view, so it is 50 minus 12, so again it is 38. Okay, so draw this line at 38 mm. So initially draw this continuous thin line. Okay, and then from this point, take this as a 12 mm. We want to draw the rib portion, sorry, 10 mm. Okay, and join this point with this point. Okay, so in this way you can draw the rib feature. Now remaining part is we should draw this curve portion, that is a fillet, again this circle. Okay, so actually this circle is visible in the front view. So when you prepare the drawing, that is isometric drawing for this circle, so yesterday I have explained how to draw the circle in 3D, that is isometric circle. Okay, so now we need to draw this circle on this plane. Okay, that is on this rectangular surface. So first select its center. Okay, now draw one rhombus by selecting this as a center. Okay, on this plane only. So how to draw that rhombus? So if this is a center, we should draw the rhombus having the side equal to the diameter of that circle, or diameter of the semicircle. So that semicircle, it is having the diameter 24 mm. So you can observe here. So first draw one line like this as a reference. So this line is available. Okay, now take half distance, that is a 12 mm, this 12 mm. Now draw vertical lines. Okay, and in this way you can create that rhombus. Now to draw the circle or semicircle, join this longest diagonal. Okay, in this way. Then find out the midpoint and join this midpoint with this corner. Okay, and this midpoint with the opposite corner. Okay, so actually this is called as a 4 centimeter. Now for this problem, we will not create the complete circle. So just draw the semicircle. So for the semicircle, this is one center point. Okay. And this is another center point. So first, when we select this as a center point, so you can draw the curve by using the compass. So take this as a center, okay, and take this as a radius from this point, that is center point, up to this midpoint, okay, and then draw this arc. Now to draw the arc from this point up to this point, take this as a center. So you can take this as a center C2 and this is C1. This is the radius, okay, and then draw this arc. So in this way you can draw this semicircle. So similarly, in the actual drawing, take this as a center, then take 12 mm on both the sides. So total diameter of 24 mm. Draw the vertical lines and draw this rhombus. Okay. Draw the longest diagonal, then find out the midpoint. Now connect this and connect this midpoint. Okay, so you will get two centers. So you can take this as a C1 or C2, and this is C2. Okay, so when C1 is the center, you should draw this arc, and when C2 is the center, that is this center, draw this arc. Okay. And then draw this line. Similarly, you can draw this line. Okay. Repeat the same procedure for this semicircle. Okay. So here also you can take the center, draw vertical lines, and you can complete that rhombus. Okay. Connect the longest diagonal. Connect this center with this corner, this center with this corner with this center. Okay. And then by selecting this as a center, you can draw this curve. So actually this portion is not visible. So that portion will be hidden behind this rectangular. Okay. So only this portion will be visible. And for this fillet, so fillet is actually a circle having the radius 20 mm. So you can observe here, this is a 20, R20. Okay. So for this, you create one rhombus on this rectangle, okay, or on this rectangular plane. So first find out the center. So from this corner, take the distance R20. So mark here R20, again R20, okay. And from this point, draw the arc, and again from this point, draw the arc. Okay, so you will get this center. Now by selecting this as a center, we should create the rhombus. So already this 20 is available. Just mark here 20. Again mark here 20. Okay, so this total will be 40 mm. Okay, and then from this point, draw this line parallel to this line, and from this point, draw this line which is parallel to this line. Okay, now here we should draw the longest diagonal. So this is the longest diagonal. Okay, now repeat the same procedure. So first mark the midpoints. So join this midpoint with this corner and join this corner with this midpoint. Okay. So we want to draw this portion. for that semicircle, sorry, for that fillet. So we should select this as a corner, sorry, center, and you can draw this complete arc. So take this as a radius. This is center C1 and draw this arc. Okay. So this is the fillet in the isometric view. And similarly, we should draw the fillet for this portion only from this point up to this point. Okay. So no need to draw the rhombus again. Just this C1 point. So shift this C1 point by distance 12 mm in the downward direction. Okay. So from this C1, just draw one vertical line. So actually, it is not clearly visible. So from this C1, draw a vertical line and take distance 12 mm so that we can shift this C1 in the Y direction, that is the downward direction. Okay. Then take this point, that is shift this point. From this point again draw vertical line. Okay. And by selecting this, so I will give this as a C2. Take C2 as a center. Take the distance in your compass, that is C2 up to this point, and draw this arc. Okay. And then you can complete the remaining portion. Okay, then you can highlight by continuous thick line visible geometries. So this is how you can complete the isometric view for the given two views. So let us see how to draw this in the AutoCAD software. So for your final practical exam, there will be one question from orthographic or sectional orthographic, and second question will be on the isometric drawing. Okay. So yesterday I have shown the different commands for the isometric drawing. So the first step is in the snap setting, we should change to isometric. So right now it is a rectangular snap. Okay. So when rectangular snap is on, then you can see the cursor. So you can observe exact perpendicular lines. Okay. So this is called as orthographic mode. Okay. Just change it, right click, then snap setting, and change it to the isometric snap. Okay. And then you can observe the change in the cursor. Now, similar to the manual drafting, we should create the rectangular box. Okay. So you can draw one reference line. So this is a reference horizontal line. So I have drawn this line in the ortho mode, and then you can change the mode. Select this isometric snap, then OK. Now select the line, and you can select one point on this line. Okay. So anywhere you can select the line, select the point. So in this direction, so this is the direction for the front view. That is, we will observe perpendicular to this line for the front view. So this must be 100 mm. Okay. So take this as a 100 mm